Namaskar, I am your host Naraynkar. Today, the BJP leader and MP from South Bengaluru has praised Vijay Shekhar Sharma, the founder of Paytm, for his bold comments in an interview with the Indian Express. So, what were the bold comments that Mr. Sharma had made in the interview? Frankly, according to me, this was a very hard hitting interview of Mr. Sharma. It was absolutely mind boggling, and you must hear and you must read this magnificent interview. One should not miss this interview. You must read it, it is a must read. In that interview, he has strongly spoken about the threat of big tech and the need for the Indian government to fight back. He was making these comments uh, in reference to the last October episode of the Google removing Paytm from its Play Store. Uh, they removed Paytm from its Play Store, citing violations of the App Store's uh, gambling policies. Lambasting the Google move, Sharma categorically and unabashedly called it as a very sad commercial move of the Google. He said if it was the US, he could have sued Google for costing his regulations, for costing his reputation, money, and customer base. But sadly, in India, what happens is no court orders apply to these big tech companies, Sharma said. These four and five companies, he went on to say that these four or five companies are kingmakers because they decide which businesses should exist or should not exist. The influence of these companies on the lives of common citizens of a country and a democracy like India is mind boggling, Sharma said. So, no company, small or big, in India has the power and pelf to control these big companies. Moreover, most importantly, this is to be noted, ladies and gentlemen, that these companies do not even pay GST for downloading their apps. And what they do with that money, they take money out of the country and not even invest or plow back that money in India. This is horrible. This is sad. This is bad. One must appreciate, however, the Indian government for the new digital regulations. It is very sad that we are treated like market. We are treated like a place from where the toll is collected, and yet none of these big companies are even agreeing to follow the laws of the country. Now, look at Australia. What has it done? Europe has done something. India is also doing something. In the US, they have been able to bring antitrust cases against these big tech companies uh, instances where they believe small businesses are being put at risk. Sharma also exuded confidence in the Indian government by saying that if governments don't support businesses that are made in India, and if they don't support the Indian internet and technology startups, nobody else will support them. The Indian companies pay GST and other taxes to the government. Therefore, it is Indian government's responsibility to address this issue and it is owning up to it, Sharma said. Friends, these comments are very bold and exposes the big tech and we only hope that the government acts and curbs these companies lock, stock and barrel. Namaste.